Good morning. Welcome to Craft Around the Clock. Hope everybody's doing great on this wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Here, the sun is shining, the wind has calmed down, the birds are chirping, flowers are blooming. Can't ask for much more than that. So, give me just a minute so I can switch over here so I can read comments this morning. There we go. Good morning, Pamela. How are you? And I think, nope. We'll try it one more time. Because I won't waste my time trying to find me. Because I'm not seeing all of you, so that is, to me, what's important. And there we go. Persistence prevails, I guess you can say. So let me quick show you what we've got to work with today. And may I say, all of this comes from Lovett's Garden. So this is a half of a spindle. And we have a label, American flag, 2 pieces of old wood, which very nicely come together. Good morning, Yvonne, Irma. We've got some fabric, and this didn't come from Lovett's Garden, and a piece of wood. So let's get going. Let me put you down. Good morning, Mare, and see what we are doing today. So the fabric is going to go over the wood as such, which I should have ironed it. Go figure. All we did was run yesterday. You have days like that. But I think I can definitely get it on tight enough, I hope. I'm gonna put some Mod Podge and a little bit of hot glue. So how has everybody been? It's almost Easter. So do you have plans for the holiday? We are Esmeralda's wood. Yeah. We're not doing anything. We're just gonna, okay, come on. Now you don't want to scroll for comments. There we go. We're going out for brunch, and that'll be that. Nice quiet day. It's supposed to be beautiful weather, so who knows, maybe we'll go for a ride, and it won't be at the beach because traffic will be horrendous. I was at a garden club meeting, big state meeting yesterday, and oh my goodness, and it was in Rehoboth. The traffic was horrible. Going down was not so bad. Coming home was awful. So when you've got the holidays, everybody's here. And then comes summer. Forget it. I got home yesterday and was pleasantly surprised. My rock is down around my lighthouse. So I did end up putting out my driftwood and some shells and some that I retrieved on my little adventure on Sunday to Cape May. So a little corner of the yard is beach. Better than nothing. All right. I'm working on making a doggy yes, bandana. Our contest is just about over at the auxiliary for the best pet. And I promised to make a kerchief for whether it be a cat or a dog. And it will have puppies on it. So I've been busy with getting that put together. And this Saturday I'll be playing Easter Bunny. We're having a little neighborhood Easter egg hunt. We've been doing this. I'm in the outreach program, and we've been doing this for the kids in the area, and a lot of them are, well, you can tell I shouldn't say that. They don't have as much as others. So we do this, and also helps to bring everybody together. There's nothing better than the smiles of little children. Looks like Miss Jamie is here. Good morning. Good morning, Cheryl. Let's pull this to the end. I know it's Easter time, but I don't know about some of you. I'm kind of a little worn down on Easter. So I looked in my little drawer of things, and I finally designated a area just for Esmeralda's fabrics, because I seem to be accumulating a lot. Go figure, huh? It's not hard. Hi, Shannon, how are you? And Kefany, good morning. My fingers. Just adding a little bit of glue. I don't want a lot. If I use my other glue, it'll take too long for it to dry. So just a little bit in there should be good. Boy, I've got a bird right outside my window. He's just chirping away. And I think I've told you the story before about if it weren't for me having to be off for COVID, I would have never, ever had the oh, likeness or the fondness and the love of spring, but I was off, so I got to see it. But I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm so anxious for things to grow. And I want to see if things are returning, but it's a little bit too soon. So this is going to be the bottom. I'm going to slide that over for a minute because the wood is not together, but I'm going to, it fits perfectly. So I am going to put it together. And I want to keep the grunge look. I don't want to change it. Oh, and I do want to mention, Yvonne, your house is looking beautiful. I bet when it's all said and done and you're in, I probably would just stand and cry for days because it's been a long time working on it. Okay, I'm gonna hold it for just a second. Good morning, Cindy. I may have to give it a little bit of hot glue too. There's a little piece that is loose. Yeah, well, just a bit. And it does catch a little bit. There we go. Let it sit for just a minute. In the meantime, cheers. I drank coffee all day yesterday. At our meeting, everything, I was just drinking the coffee. It was so windy here yesterday. It was awful. And we were at a country club and they put us out, I would imagine would it be their deck. And they had it all, you know, shut in with the plastic. But because of the wind, it just kept in and out and it would bang and, you know, and everybody's ducking. But it was all about what they call tips and tricks for floral designing, which I was excited to go to because I'm entering a stage show in June. So I wanted to know some tips and tricks for sure. It seemed like you guys were not seeing, maybe go this way. We're not seeing the whole, there we go. So I'm going to move this down a little bit because the main object of this, and unfortunately I do not have my holes drilled. I got my board cut, but I didn't get my holes drilled. It's going to sit at the top so it can be hung. So, all right, so here's the flag. And of course, she's already grunged it. It smells divine. And her fabric is grunged as well. And I have a feeling I may get done early. Maybe. I'm not going to say yes. And here again, I don't want glue bumps. I don't know why I pulled the drawer open last night with the fabric in it, and this is where my thought process went. Okay, come on. Let's be nice. Thank you. See what's going on. Oh, good morning, Sheila. How was your trip? That was so nice that you got to see Pat. Your pictures were awesome. And it looks like you might have been a little chilly. I guess now you have an idea. Oh, good morning, Pat. Were your ears ringing? I was just talking about you, that you got to meet Sheila. And I said, and it looked like it was cold, so she kind of has an idea of how how you feel at this time of year when we're all talking about our flowers and the, you know, spring, and you're still getting snow. A little bit more. And I am going to dry it a little bit. Okay. I've got my, there we go. Thought I had the cord wrapped around my chair leg. Would be powerful, of course. Yesterday, I was so embarrassed. I was nominated or voted to be vice president of the garden club. Okay. So we have a couple trips planned this year, and we always set up meeting points where we know, like public shopping center or something, but where we know we're not going to affect the business. So I thought it was one place. So I was there bright and early, 20 minutes of 8. We were leaving at 8 o'clock. 5 minutes of 8 comes, nobody's here. I instantly go into panic mode. Get on the phone. Wrong place. The place that I was at was for our June trip. not yesterday's trip. But thank goodness I was just a matter of seconds. Because I had to laugh when we were heading home. He said, "Your husband dropped you off, right?" I said, "No, I drove." "Are you sure?" I said, "You don't remember the lady flying up the parking lot?" "Oh, that's right." We still got away on time. So I said to the president, I said, "Are you sure that you want me for vice president if I can't even figure out where I'm supposed to meet everybody?" She comes back with, "Yes." So that will be an experience. That won't start until next, probably September. So I have till September to get my act together. Okay. So I don't have it glued yet, but I want to hold it up so you can see. You can tell me what you think. I also have some stars. And you can possibly let me know where you think stars should go, if at all. And Brenda's here. Good morning, sweet Brenda. How are you? That, yes, one more person that gets it. I get it. We were in oh, you had snow going into the airport, Sheila? We went to Niagara Falls. Well, of course, but it was the dead of winter. I will say that. And we drove for ice hockey. My nephew was playing ice hockey. Cheers. And where we were going, they call it like, good morning, Debbie. They call it like the brother club or whatever, you know, the Canadians in the United States. And we got into New York first, upper New York, and it was, oh my, the hotel. It had windows top to bottom, and it was so high up that for me to see over it, I would have had to stand on a chair to see over the top of how high the snow was. And then, of course, when we got into Canada and Niagara Falls, and they say the water doesn't freeze. The water wasn't frozen, but where it had splashed up, and some places where I guess the runoff, it was frozen solid, but it was beautiful. But we were, Sheila, we were bundled up just like you, if not more. Oh, my goodness. So, okay. I am going to do corners, I think. I'm going to put this on because I can move it much better than if I do hot glue. Okay, had to get it started. If it's not upside down all the time, it sort of rebels. Itchy nose, not now. Not with glue all over me. So I'm going to be taking some pictures today and show you my porch swing is up. I'm in heaven. And my lighthouse. So now most of the yard work, the heavy yard work is done. Bill went through his class. We went through his class for his surgery, and then we went to see the doctor. And any of you who are diabetic definitely understand about the A1C. And this is a big challenge for him, big challenge. He is not exactly where he needs to be. And the question was asked, the doctor wants him at about 7.8, and he is 8.3. So the question had to be asked if he would do the surgery even with a chance of infection. And he answered yes. So, but he's got all of next week. And he is not getting an Easter basket. The Easter bunny does not come this way this year. Oh, Pat is just as short as you are. You're 5'3". I'm 5'4". Well, at least I think I'm 5'4". Nobody has told me. Nobody has gone and said whether I shrunk yet or not. Okay. I think we're down. So, let me turn this around. If you were to put stars, would we put them up here? I have 3. Would we put one here? Or you'll have to help me out. We are all... There you go, Liz. I like that. You betcha. We are tall women, 120 pounds with attitude. Or should we do them more this way? I need some help. Everything's going, the comments are going real fast. I don't know if you can see this way. You'll have to let me know. Pam, you used to be 5'3", and now you're, oh, you're 5'5", now you're 5'4". You can see how well I can see. I thought it said 5'3", and you went to 5'4". I thought, well, that's nice, you grew. Put the spindle on the top and maybe the 3 stars on the bottom. Thank you, Yvonne. You guys are funny this morning. Now there will be holes so it can hang. Let me go this way. So you can see. What do you think of that? Good morning, Jeanette. Okay, I'm going to put this baby on first. If I take the lid off, that would help, right? Thank you, Diane. Oh, Mary, my goodness. I'll tell you, I think I'm stressed just a bit. So I can't remember what the heck I'm doing half the time. And then when we were in Bill's class and all they kept saying was, you don't do anything. Let your caregiver do everything. I'm like, thank you. Thank you so much. Gee. I know he's just waiting for that. Come on. Let's not be stubborn. Okay. That's good. That's good. So I'm thinking. Good morning, Jackie. How are you? I'm sorry I missed you yesterday. Popped in long enough to say hello. Whoop, let's go this way. And I think maybe we will do just a little. I just have to slide back just a bit. Tip my chair, like I said. One of these days you'll be the audience and be able to watch when the chair goes all the way back. A little bit of dark wax. I don't want much. Not much. Oh, you see the surgeon today? Wonderful. Send me a message. Let me know what he says. Good morning, Ruby. Turning it around so I can see. Of course, there's not much I can see right now, but what are you going to do? Live with it. Thank you, Jackie. You and Bill recover together. Okay. Put that away. And throw that away. It will be all over me. Okay. Unfortunately, like I said, my holes aren't drilled. But it will hang. Hopefully with rusty wire, if I find it. So there's one project. I really didn't think everybody's talking about their height. Good morning, Linda. So since we have about 11 minutes, what I'll do is I'll show you what I've been working on. And most of you know Mindy with the pink llama. I fell in love with her little girl and little boy. I must be honest with you though, I definitely struggled with tattoos. I've never done them before, so it's a matter of remembering the plastic coating, which I forgot numerous times. So on the hat, if you wet it and you forget the plastic, the tattoo is not going to adhere, leave the plastic, so it stays. So the hat is all glossy, which is not necessarily what I wanted. And then I messed up on this one here, so it's on, but I just went ahead and made it a little patch on his coveralls. So, and the little girl I did much better. There's the little girl. Mindy gave me all the tattoos to go on the figures. And I added a little bit of lace around her hat and on her sleeve. And they do have little stands for them to stand on. Now the little guy, I want to fix oh, maybe I did already. I wanted to fix the jute around his hat a little bit. And I kind of wanted to make it look like straw, that he has straw in his hat. Let's see if I can do this without burning my fingers off. What did I get into? Hard to say. Okay. All right. And, oh, shoot. Do I have any close by that I can steal? Maybe. Yeah. I also have the church from Rekindled Blessings. That is a work in progress. Let me tell you, that is a big church. So you will see that when it is finished, or close to finish. thought these were the cutest. And she gets them to you very quickly. Now it's going to stick to my fingers. Come on. But I just felt that he needed to have, now when they're toward me, they're facing each other, but I felt he needed to have straw in his hat. So there's the little boy, and there's the little girl. So that gives me 3 minutes. And I'll quick show you again what we did today. You like using tattoos, Cindy? Well, first of all, I don't know where to get them. And unfortunately, I'm one that needs directions. So that, you know, probably would help me not to forget. You know, the plastic has to come off before you wet it. So I probably wouldn't forget anymore. Bye. Now that I've done it once, I probably wouldn't forget again. And this was today's craft, which will hang, as I said, once I get the holes drilled in it. I figure it's just perfect, just the way it is. Cindy, you make them awesome. Awesome. I'll send you a message because they are, I mean, not something I want to use all the time, but for something like this, it's perfect because you can, you know, do your different patterns. So it's funny. All I see is everybody that's watching on my phone, but I see the comments on my laptop. So thank you, everybody. So my time is, oh, I only have a minute. So my time is up. I thank you all once again for hopping on and joining me this morning. Whoops. I will see you next week. After that, I'm not sure. We'll have to play it by ear. So in the meantime, have a wonderful rest of your week. Have a blessed Easter. Extra prayers for Jackie, Jessica. You guys need to get your acts together here. Get straightened out. We want to see you back. Okay. Thank you all. And thank you for your continued support. Love you all. Mwah. And we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.